So I just got off the road for about like 2.5 weeks and had an opportunity to go meet with a lot of young professionals. And one of the questions I was asked was, hey, AO, what kind of insurance should I be having as a millennial and as a young professional? Should I have an HSA? Should I have a PPO? Should I have dental? Should I have life insurance? And I was thinking, that's a good question. I'm gonna answer that today. I wanna go ask a professional. I wanna go ask our HR guy. I wanna see if he's available because he can really give us some good advice. All right, follow me. I have a bunch of young people, young professionals, millennials who are starting off in their first career. They get to choose what type of insurance they're going to be getting into. And so I want to ask you. So I've heard, and I've asked you this question before personally. What is the difference between like a PPO or what is a PPO? What is a HSA? Like, what are all these different things out there that a company offers that these young people should be aware of before making a decision to which insurance policy they're going to pick?
Cool. That's a great place to start, Anthony.
Yeah.
Let's just define some of the terms that are out
Let's do it.
there. So PPO,
Okay.
Preferred Provider Organization. So it's a type of insurance, right? And that you almost get to pick who your provider is going to be. And it's great for some people if you know your provider. And a lot of times it works if you know specifically that plan is going to be the best for you.
Okay.
We'll talk about how to figure that out here in a minute.
That's great.
The opposite of that is what's known as an HDHP, and it stands for High Deductible Health Plan.
Okay.
Now, a lot of these plans got a bad rap because of that name, high deductible.
Okay.
They're not really high deductible in some cases. There might be a $2,000 deductible or $3,000 deductible or $3,500, but the max allowable by the Affordable Care Act is like $6,500.
Okay.
And so it was a way of offering everybody insurance and having them have a low premium. We'll talk a little bit about premium also.
Okay.
So anyway, so these HDHP plans. So the first question I get asked by people, including you when we talk, is
Yeah.
which is better?
What is better? Yeah.
Should I be on a PPO plan or should I be on an HDHP plan? And I say there's some phenomenal calculators out there online. And don't just guess at things, like actually go back and look at what you spent last year.
Okay.
A healthy person like yourself on a PPO plan that made no sense for you, and as we looked at the dollars, you were way overpaid.
I was spending way too much money.
Yeah, and so that was a big savings for you, and being on a PPO plan does not qualify you for that other acronym you mentioned, which is an HSA,
Okay.
a health savings account.
Health savings account.
Yeah, and the beauty of the health savings account, it's the only benefit out there that still has a triple tax benefit. It's tax-free when you put it in, so you don't pay taxes on those dollars.
Okay.
It's tax-free when you take it out for medical expenses or at age 59 and a half. And you're able to invest it, and the growth is tax-free, just like a Roth IRA. So if you're young and you're putting money into that, right, at age 59 and a half, that becomes another retirement account for you. That could fund your long-term insurance or your long-term plans for how you want to spend your money.
So is a HSA, is that health coverage though? So if I have to go to the doctor, is that health coverage?
You can use that, yes, you'll get a debit card,
Okay.
and you can actually use it to pay, but it is not health coverage, it is
Okay.
not insurance.
Okay.
It's added to your plan. So your
Gotcha.
plan would be a high deductible health plan, and an HSA would be added to it.
That's perfect.
It's a side benefit.
Yeah.
A lot of employers, and we do this as well, if you put money in a health savings account, the employers match you.
So we match some money. Why is it that we match though?
We're all about personal responsibility and teaching how to be a better consumer.
Okay.
And when it's your money, you actually feel it.
Yes.
Right? And so when you're putting money into an HSA and we're matching you, it makes you a better consumer.
It does.
Makes you a better consumer when you don't say, I've only paid $40 for this doctor's visit, and you actually know what that doctor visit costs. Which the PPO, by the way, does that $40 per visit or $50 or whatever it is for your plan. But that makes you a lousy consumer because you think you only paid $50, but they billed the insurance company $350. That's not a good consumer.
Okay. I love it. I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. So we have these different kind of insurances. So let's break down some of the common languages that are kind of misunderstood around these insurance policies.
Cool. I'm going to come back for just a second as we go forward and talk about HSA versus FSA.
Okay.
So FSA is a flexible spending account.
Okay. Yep.
FSA does not have all those benefits we just talked about for the HSA.
Yeah.
And so because of the similarity, one letter difference, people
Right.
get confused. And HSA rolls over with you year after year after year. You don't have to spend the money. It goes with you. If you left your employer, that money is your money. It's a health savings account that is set up under your name, and you take it with you, including the employer match. It's your money.
Nice.
A flexible spending account, if you don't use the monies that year or into the first quarter of the following year, you've lost that money. That's when you predict what you're going to spend in healthcare, and you put it there. It does save you taxes, but you must use it that year.
Love it.
So you get the difference between the two?
I totally understand it.
Perfect.
I like where I'm at.
All right, let's talk about premium then. Probably the most common word, right? What's this insurance costing me monthly?
Right.
No different than your car insurance.
Right.
It's a premium to be on the insurance plan. Then deductible, and most people get that too, because most people have auto insurance, so they go, okay, what's a deductible? Well, that's the portion you have to pay before the insurance company kicks anything in,
Gotcha.
right? So if you have $1,000 deductible on your car insurance, that means that if you totaled your car, you're gonna get the value of your car minus the
$1,000.
Yeah,
Yes.
so that's pretty easy to understand, but in healthcare, it's a little bit different in that once you hit your deductible, there's co-insurance. Not copay, not like PPO copay, there's co-insurance. Meaning the insurance picks up a portion of your expenses and you pick up a smaller portion until you hit a defined amount.
Right.
Which is known as a max out of pocket.
There you go.
So if we go back to that, we say, okay, great. So what is that portion? For most insurance, it's an 80-20 rule, right?
Yep.
And so you've heard this and you've seen it and people say, I have an 80-20 coverage. And so you're still responsible for 20% of that bill. And the insurance is paying 80% until you get to your max out of pocket. So
Okay.
let's say your max out of pocket was $5,000.
Right.
So your deductible was $3,000. You've got another $2,000 to spend at 20%.
There you go.
And once you hit 5, for the remainder of that year, you've hit your max out of pocket and it's covered at 100%.
Easy to understand.
What happens next year, Anthony?
You got to go back down. You got to cover that $5,000, for example, if that's your high
Man,
deductible.
you're
plan.
sharp.
Yeah,
Excellent.
well, yeah, I've had to learn personally.
That's fantastic. That's exactly how it works.
Now, a lot of young people saying, well, why do I want a high deductible? You know, if I have a high deductible, that means I have to come out of pocket with a lot of money up front.
It's a matter of risk,
Okay.
right? It's who carries the risk. Do you want to carry the risk yourself? Are you more of a gambler? Do you know yourself, your body, where you are health-wise? Or do you want somebody to carry the risk for you? So on a high deductible plan, you pay a smaller premium. So your premium is much smaller and you get to keep more money in your wallet
Right.
and spend it however you want to, including putting it in an HSA, mitigating some of that risk. Or you can go for a PPO plan where your premium is much greater,
Okay.
but they carry more of the risk, right? Because if you need to go to the doctor, you're only paying $40, and
Yeah.
people think, well, I only paid $40.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're really paying a higher premium for that
higher
benefit.
Yeah.
If you don't go to the doctor,
You're good. You're pocketing the money.
exactly.
I love
So PPO plans are good for people that know they have certain things that are going to happen, certain doctor visits, et cetera. But most of the time where I see the PPO plan work is people that are on specific drugs. And the formulary on that, and big word, sorry. I know you told me to keep it simple,
There you
so it's really whether or not this drug is covered on that plan.
Okay. Okay.
And
cool.
so sometimes those plans, the PPO plans, are better at carrying more drugs. And so those drugs that are carried in those plans are covered towards your deductible versus being on a high deductible health plan. Sometimes those drugs are not covered.
Cool.
So it's not helping you get to your deductible.
I love it. So I'm asking two questions real
Cool.
quickly. I'm 23 years old. I just started working. My HR department's asking me to choose insurance policies. So do I get a PPO or do I get a high deductible plan with some extra benefits?
Yeah.
Or what do I do? Do I get dental insurance? Do I get life insurance? You know, what are the things that I need to choose as a 23-year-old, for example?
Cool. So at 23, do you have siblings? Do your parents have you covered under their plan today?
No, but I do have two other siblings that are younger and they are on my parents' plan.
Okay, you should be on your parents' plan.
Why?
because their premium, meaning what they pay for the insurance, is not going to be altered by whether you're on the plan or not. Having 3 kids versus 2 kids on that plan does not save them any money.
Okay. So what if I am a single child and I'm not on my parents' plan?
Well, then if I'm your dad, I'm saying you need to pony up with some money if you want to stay on my plan.
Okay. I like it. I like it. Should I get dental insurance?
Dental insurance has not worked for. So every year Dave has me do some analysis and go out to market and see what it really costs to carry dental insurance to see if it's worth offering it.
Okay.
Right now, dental insurance for insurance companies is like the iced tea and the coffee for restaurants, meaning they charge you $2.50, $3, maybe $3.50 for it.
Yeah.
But it really cost them 8 cents to produce it.
Wow.
Because they know you're not going to get that value out of it.
Yeah.
And so dental insurance and vision insurance are like that for them right now.
Got you.
So they're not necessarily good plans. If you're going to look for a dental plan, I would recommend a dental discount plan.
Okay.
And there are many of those out there where you can
Absolutely.
subscribe to a group and find a dentist that has already negotiated rates that are cheaper
Okay.
for people that are on that group plan.
Okay. 27 years old, single, not married, no kids. Do I get life insurance?
You should.
Okay. How
Dave will
much?
tell you should always have life insurance, and you
Okay.
should do term life insurance 10 to 12 times
Okay.
of your annual income.
Okay.
But if you're single and you've got no one to leave it for, I would tell you it's easier to get it right now. And later you're going to get married, and later you're going to have kids. And so think about the future, not just today.
That's good.
Because today you might say, all I need to do is carry my burial costs so that I don't leave that for somebody else to pay for me.
Right.
But that's not always going to be the case, right?
That's good. That's good.
And you're going to get the best rate at 27 healthy.
Yeah.
You're going to get the best rate possible.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. I love it. So to wrap this all up, you guys, if you're 26 and younger and you have siblings, I would definitely get on your parents' plan to save you money in the long run. But now, once you get past 26, you're out on your own. Make sure you get a high deductible plan. Make sure that you avoid dental and vision insurance. And make sure if you really want some coverage, look for a discount plan to help you out, give you a discount on the stuff below. But it's what we're going to do to help you out. One of our insurance brokers, Xander's, who really goes around and shops for the best policies out there, we're going to put that link below to where you can go out there and they have everything from vision, dental, health, you name it, even car insurance. They have great options and they've helped me out a lot as well. And then also we're going to put a link below to where if you're maybe you're in the 30s, 40s, and you're watching this and you're saying, you know what, maybe I do need a PPO. Like our professional said, we're going to put a link below to where you can check out a calculator because we want to make sure that you're making the best decision for you and your family. But any questions that you have, put them below. And then what I'll do is I'll go in there, I'll look at them, I'll come back and ask him, and we'll give you the best answer possible.
Cool. Don't forget, if you sign up for high deductible health plan, pair it with an HSA.
Yes. Get that money. Yo, we love you. Thank you so much for checking this out, man. We'll see you next week on another video.